Hi students, let us start today's class. Welcome to the new class. Today we are going to discuss about the lesson Forces in Fluids, lesson 1 of class 9. This is our third class. You know, saline water has more density than fresh water, isn't it? In comparison with water, saline water has more density. You know, density is equal to mass by volume. The saline water has more boil force. You know, ocean contains salt water or saline water. This saline water has more density than fresh water or pure water in a lake. So what happens? Saline water exerts more point force, isn't it? Water exerts lesser point force in comparison to the saline water. Water exerts lesser point force in comparison to the saline water. So what happens? If a ship enters from ocean to a pure water, ship feels lesser point force, lesser upward force. In the saline water, upward force is more for ship. In the pure water, what happens? It experiences lesser buoyant force. This upward force will be less. So what happens? Yes, it sinks more. If it enters from ocean to a freshwater lake, ship sinks more due to the lesser buoyant force of water in comparison to the saline water. So, the buoyant force exerted by the pure water is less than saline water because saline water has more density than pure water. So, it exerts more buoyant force. Saline water exerts more buoyant force in comparison to the water. So, a ship that enters a freshwater lake from the ocean sinks more. From this discussion, we can conclude that density is a factor that influences the buoyancy. Density is one of the factors that influences the buoyancy. I am going to ask another question. Do all substances that have the same weight, equal weight in liquid, experience the same buoyancy? For example, there are two objects are given. If you are given two objects that have the same weight, we dip that objects into the liquid. Are they experience the same buoyancy? That is the question. We can discuss about it. Here there are two objects. One is made of iron block and other is copper block. Are there any specialities in this block? Their masses are same, their weights are same, but their sizes are different, isn't it? Yes. But their weights are equal, isn't it? Are they experience same buoyant force if it is in a liquid? That is the question. We can fill this in after the discussion. Okay. We can find the weight of this block using spring balance. This device, spring balance. We can find the weight of these blocks using the device, spring balance. You know, we can find that weighted air of copper block as 10 Newton. We can find that weighted air of copper block as 10 Newton and weighted air of iron block as 10 Newton. We can find that weighted air of copper block as 10 Newton. We can also find that weighted air of iron block as 10 Newton. When we found the weight of copper block, its weight is found as 10 Newton. When we measured the weight of iron block using spring balance, we found that its weight as 10 Newton. We We also measured the weight in water. Then we can see that it has 6 Newton. Weight of copper block in water is 6 Newton. Weight of iron block in water is 5 Newton. Then what about buoyancy? You know the equation, buoyancy is equal to weight in air minus weight in water, isn't it? So we can calculate the buoyancy by using the equation. Weight in air is equal to 10 Newton minus weight in water is equal to 6 Newton. That is equal to 4 Newton. We can write here 4 Newton. In the case of iron ore, weight in air is equal to 10 Newton minus weight in water is equal to 5 Newton. We can find that is equal to 6 Newton. So, the buoyant force experienced by the iron block is equal to 6 Newton. The buoyant force experienced by the copper block is equal to 4 Newton. Which of the object experience more buoyant force? Yes, iron block experience more buoyant force. Iron block has more buoyancy in comparison to copper block. When the discussion starts, we saw the size of the iron block is more than copper block. The size of the iron block is more than copper block. That means volume of the iron block is more than copper block. Isn't it? After completing the table, we can find that copper block experience buoyant force as 4 Newton, iron block experience buoyant force as 5 Newton. Buoyant force experienced by the copper block and iron block are different, isn't it? Yes. Mass of copper and the iron block are same. Their weights are same, isn't it? Yes. Are there any difference in the volumes of copper block and iron block? Yes. In the first part of our discussion, we saw iron block has more size than copper block, isn't it? Volume of iron block is more than copper block. So, volumes of copper block and iron blocks are different, isn't it? Yes. As volumes of the objects increase, their buoyancy also increases. From the discussion, we can conclude that as volumes of the object increases, their buoyancy also increases. The iron block has more volume than the copper block, so it experiences more buoyancy. Which block has more volume? Yes, iron block has more volume, so it has more buoyancy. So we can conclude volume is a factor that affects the buoyancy. Volume is the another factor that affects the buoyancy. I am going to ask another question. If an object is in a fluid, it is any relation between the weight of the fluid displayed and its fluid buoyancy. If it was in liquid, sometimes a fluid displaces or sometimes fluid overflows. If it is in water, water displaces to keep the object there. Sometimes this water overflows. Are there any relationship between this water overflowing or the water displaced? We can discuss about in the next class. Okay, thank you.